Hello. So I've got a Toyota Venza 2014, and the problem was the hood wouldn't open. I thought that the connector was where you pull the hood from the engine from the passenger compartment was possibly broken or fallen off here, but it wasn't. Once I got the hood up, seems to be it was just seized up. Probably some WD-40 could have solved the problem, but a little bit late. So what I'm going to show you is the reverse version of what I did to get the hood up. As I said, this is in reverse order. So the goal is to get to these three bolts. This one, and this one. Once you've got those bolts out, you can lift the hood up. Also, you don't have to worry about the nuts on the backside of this one, and the nuts on the backside of this one are both soldered to the backside of the frame. So you won't be losing them. And the nut here is actually part of, you're actually screwing it into the latch here. So don't worry about losing any bolts. So these three bolts are all 10 millimeter in size. And this one in the middle has a cute little cap that goes on it. You just use a screwdriver to unscrew it or to pop it out. Once you've tightened up the three bolts, test. Make sure that the hood actually closes, locks, and then that you can open it from the inside. I heard it pop. And once you're comfortable with the hood opening and closing, you can put the cable back into the little white thing, little guide wire. There we go. And I'm going to put the horns back on. At least I think those are the horns. Again, the nuts on the back side are welded, so you don't have to worry about that. However, these are 12 millimeter nuts. Plugging the horns back up, the little green end plugs in here. This second green end, where'd it go? There it is, plugs in here. And I believe this cable is the sensor for the hood, whether the hood's open or closed. Plug that in there, and it's got a little white end on it. Come on, there we go. Now that's all the electronics that I had to disconnect for this situation. You remember these three bolts? It was impossible for me to reach from below. Some people say they've been able to do it, but I don't see how. So I had to cut my way in. So I used my little tree shears, and I cut the middle of the plastic grill out, and I ordered another grill for like 60 bucks. And so there it is. It's not completely put on yet, but just want you to know that when you're putting the grill back on, gotta get those little plastic things right there. You can see the little white coming through. They need to be through your bumper grill. But yeah, and I will put the link to a replacement grill in the comments below. Now that you have the horn cables electronics plugged back and the hood electronics plugged back, test. Make sure everything works and there's no errors on the startup. Looking good. The only thing blinking is my seat belt still. And horn? Yep, horn works. And while we're at it, might as well test the hood again. Yep, it popped up. All right. Did I say there was only 5 bolts? No, there's 7. 2 more. One on the new plastic grill. One over here on the right. This one in the middle is not, that will be a thumb screw or a push screw. And this will go right on top real easily. And a whole bunch of thumb screws or push screws to make that fit into place. Something to be aware about. When you finally get the 3 bolts off, and you're lifting the hood up, you're going to lift this part with it. And this is going to actually grab on to this piece of plastic, and it's going to lift also. So just use your fingers to get the push tabs off without breaking this, or buy another one. All right, everything's back in place. All the tabs are here. And the latch works. Probably the next time I do this, or I thought my cable was broken and it ended up not being. Probably because mine was seized. Had I used WD-40 and gone in and shot right up through there into the latch, it probably would have worked. Probably would have unseized itself. Alrighty, hope you don't have this problem.